out with friends and can't decide what to do. You've seen all the new movies. Going out to eat is too expensive for your college budget, and you're tired of the same old song and dance.
Have you ever thought about having a cookout with your friends? There's nothing better than getting a bunch of friends or family together and grilling out. It doesn't matter if it's rain or shine outside, you can always move the party inside.
Me and my groupies will be showing you how to cook a 3-course meal that'll impress anyone. Lauren will be making her secret family recipe for salsa, and Jessica will be making Watergate salad, and I'll be topping it off with some grilled sausage.
In order to have a successful get-together, one must first find the appropriate recipes, get some groceries, prepare and cook the meal, and have a great time.
To get started, we first need to buy the ingredients for the food, hence why we're at the grocery store.
Now that we have all of our ingredients, it's time to check out and head home.
You have your wish
So in order to make our homemade salsa, we need a few ingredients. You're going to need a 28-ounce can of whole tomatoes and juice, 2 cans of Rotel tomatoes with green chilies, a 1/4 teaspoon of ground cumin, a few squirts of lime juice, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of sugar, a 1/2 cup of cilantro, a whole jalapeno quartered and sliced very thinly, an entire clove of garlic, and a 1/4 cup of onions. So now that we know exactly what ingredients we need, it's time to start preparing them to make the salsa. So, as I had previously said, with the jalapeno, it needs to be quartered and then sliced very thinly. So you're going to slice it. This would be in quarters. I already cut the other half up. And you're just going to slice it pretty much as thinly as you can. And if you don't like extremely spicy salsa, then you'd want to take the seeds out of the jalapeno. I personally prefer it to be a little bit more on the spicy side. Alright, so we have our jalapeno done. Now you also are going to need a 1/4 cup of chopped onions, which I already have chopped right here. And a 1/4 cup is going to be about a 1/4 of the onion. And then for the garlic, I have it in my little ninja chopper. And I've already chopped some of it, but I need to chop it just a little bit more, because we do want it to be minced. Okay, so now that we have our garlic, we're going to start to combine all of our ingredients in the blender. So first we're going to take the whole tomatoes and pour those in. Next we're going to take our Rotel tomatoes. Now, I'm going to go ahead and add the onions and jalapenos. A couple squirts of lime juice. We're going to do our 1/4 cup of salt. A 1/4 cup of sugar, or 1/4 teaspoon of sugar. A 1/4 teaspoon of ground cumin. And 1/2 cup of cilantro. And now with cilantro, you're also going to mix this to taste also. Some people don't like cilantro and some like more than others. And go ahead and add our garlic. I'm going to put the lid on the blender, and some people like chunkier salsa, some people like a soupier salsa, so you're just going to pulse this to your preference. So I'm going to put mine on low and put it on chop. Alright, and that looks to be about the way I like mine. Take it and pour it into our bowl right here. there you have it, how to make your own homemade salsa.
Since you just ate salsa, your best bet would be to buy either beef or green onion sausage, but you can buy whatever kind suits your taste. Alright, so when you cut your sausage, you're going to want to make sure that you don't cut them in small pieces like this. There's two different ways you can cook your sausage. You can either cut it in long strips like this, as long as it's in one whole piece, or you can leave it whole like this. Most common ways that people cut their sausage that isn't good is by trying to put them on like this in little small bits, or trying to cut them into small pieces in half like this. If you do want to serve it like this, it's always easier to cook it first and then cut it like this later. Alright, so now that we got our sausage on the grill, the first thing you're going to want to do is make sure that the flames aren't too high above the grill. If the flames are too high, what's going to happen is it's going to burn the sausage, it's going to make it too brown, and it's not going to taste good. So once you have the flames under the grill, if you have a gas, try turning the gas down. If you have the charcoal, just wait for it to burn a little bit. There's two ways you can put it on. First way, you can put it on like this, and as you can see, it's not cut at all. Basically what I did was I just cut the sausage in half and put it on the grill. If you cut it like that, it's not going to come out as crispy, but it'll be more whole. Some people don't really like crispy sausage, and you have to make sure that you rotate it every couple minutes. I usually go in about 5-minute intervals, and you want to make sure that it cooks evenly on both sides, that way that once it's fully cooked, it's not raw in the center. The other way that I prefer to cook it is like this, where it's cut in the middle, and as you can see, one side is flat. You put it flat side first, and you let it cook for about 5 minutes, and then flip it to the next side. That way that it cooks evenly on both sides, and this way you're going to get a little bit more crispier of a taste. Most people prefer crispy sausage, and the blacker it is, the crispier it'll be. So that's how you know and can determine how you like your sausage. Okay, so now that you have your sausage cooked, you're going to want to cut it up so that you can serve it whatever way you want. There's two different ways you can cut it. First, you can cut it into little pieces like this, and some people like to put toothpicks in them. I'm not a big fan. Or if you cut it in half, like I told you before, then you can cut it and serve it in long strips like this. And it goes great with anything. I prefer barbecue sauce myself, but any kind of sauce on the barbecue sauce aisle will do.
To prepare a Watergate salad, you'll need a couple ingredients. 1 16-ounce container of Cool Whip, 1 box of pistachio pudding, 1 can of crushed pineapples, 1 can of mandarin oranges, a bag of miniature marshmallows, a half a cup of chopped cherries, and a small bag of any nut of your choice. I chose to get sliced almonds. Now that we have all our ingredients, let's get started. First, add your Cool Whip into a large mixing bowl. Then add your pistachio pudding. There we go. Okay, and then you want to stir a little bit, get it nice and mixed up. Okay, next you want to add in all your fruits. Just set that right in. I've already pre-chopped the cherries to save us a little time, so add those right in there. Okay. Next you want to add in your nuts. You can add as many as you like, just you add it to your preference. Okay. And finally you add in your marshmallows. The more marshmallows you add, the fluffier your dessert will be. I like my dessert a little bit on the fluffy side, so I'm going to add more marshmallows. Put a whole bunch in there. There we go. And then you just stir it nice up. Oh, we got a runaway marshmallow. Stir it up nice and good. Make sure everything is nice and evenly mixed. You have all the fruits and stuff mixed up. Alright. And there you have it. A dessert that takes less than 5 minutes to make, but will have everyone fighting for the last bite. For all the recipes we prepared today, you do not have to buy name brand. Store brand will work just fine, tastes just as great, and save you some money. So, you and your friends can get together, mix and match recipes, and rustle up some grub in the kitchen.
So whether you're cooking for your family,
trying to get the girl.
or just hanging out with some friends. It's great to know some quick and easy recipes.
So grab some friends, get some groceries, and have a great time.